Hey everyone, welcome to week 5 of CRJ 490, the capstone seminar in criminal justice. This week we're talking about audience and writing with a purpose and being effective academic writers. One of the biggest points that I can make in you can make your writing more effective is by knowing your audience. Um, we go throughout our careers learning to write proper English grammar and sentence structure and all of these rules, but there's not really a lot of instruction on the way that we actually form our thoughts. We've all seen it, everybody writes differently. My writing style is very different from others, and not that either one is right or wrong, but in certain situations, some may be more effective or less effective. The audience and the way it's written have to mesh. So if you're writing, for example, a speech that you're going to deliver on the floor of the House of Representatives, you would need to be a little more articulate and a little more fact based versus if you're speaking to a kindergarten class. So you need to know what it is that you're trying to accomplish. The biggest part of that is knowing who you're talking to. Now, I know that that seems simple to state it that way, but like I said, if you're talking to a kindergarten class, you're going to talk and speak and write more differently than if you're speaking to a college class or to professional business people or something like that. So make sure that you're tailoring with the audience in mind. You're thinking about what it is they're expecting from you. Think about why you're writing for them. Is this something that they are asking for? Is this something that they don't know is coming? You can prepare your audience to read what you're about to write by giving them an idea of why you're writing it. So if they know it's coming and it's something they've asked of you, you don't need as much introductory material to gain their attention and to gain their trust. Versus if it's something that they're not expecting, something that you're sending, say, in hopes of getting their attention, like a proposal for a project or something like that, then you need that big introductory section to get their attention, to make them care about what you're about to say. And lastly, you have to make sure that you explain the benefit of your message from your paper to your audience. A lot of the times we have a little formula we call, tell them what you're going to write, and then write it, and then tell them what you wrote already. So it's basically tell them what you're going to tell them again. That's your introduction, your body, and your conclusion. Um, so another big rule inside of academic writing is that they don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. So always make sure that you're being mindful that the purpose of the message has to be clear to the reader. That's why it's always helpful to have proofreading from other people. Um, if you're going to proofread it yourself, make sure you give yourself a cool off period between when you've written it and when you're proofreading it. So I always recommend having someone else read it, but if that's not possible, wait a few hours between writing it and reading it, because once you have written it, you know in your mind what it is you wanted to say, and so when you go to reread it, you tend to read what you think you wrote versus what you actually wrote, and you'll jump right over mistakes in spelling, grammar, sentence structure, or even meaning. So make sure you have that cool off period between the two. So hopefully that helps. You've got some good material this week that will help you. If you have any other questions, let me know. I'll be happy to walk you through some other stuff. Good luck this week.